First things first, cheers to the new year. I'm sipping on some sorrow. If you're Jamaican, you know the vibes. We made it through another year of lessons and blessings, and here's to all that is to come in the new year that we have coming up. Cheers. Listen, I'm naturally a homebody. I'm chilling at home with my family, relaxing, and then really just setting my goals and intentions for the next year. So if you are looking to do this, this can even be after New Year's Eve. No judgment if you out getting lit, take a shot for me. But if you are ready to, set your goals for the next year, you have your vision board is beautiful and you're feeling inspired, but you're looking for that next step of how to organize everything and make sure that you reach all of those goals that you have outlined and that those goals that you have are good goals and that they mean something to you, then this is the video for you, so keep watching. I like to stay organized and on track, so I have my little iPad that I'm going to be referencing all of the information and the notes that I have kind of organized for this video. So we're going to go ahead and get started, but if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my iPad, okay? I'm still here with you. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is a life analysis. So I first heard about this with one of my first therapists that I had, and she basically just broke down the concept of breaking down your life into these different categories and really evaluating them on what they are versus what you want to be. So what I like to do is I break down all these different categories that I have in my life. And then from there, I will say, what is my current state? What does that currently look like? So you'd have your current state where you're describing what does that area of your life currently look like? And then your desired state of what is that ideal state of your life. And sometimes they are hugely different. So that means that you have a lot of work to close that gap between the current reality and your desired reality. And sometimes it's like pretty close and you're like, I think I'm good in this area. So that's when I introduce the next step of my life analysis, which is the priority. I assign priority to the different categories of my life so I can figure out, okay, which part of my life needs the most attention now? And what do I need to do to reach that desired reality? So that's your first step, is completing a life analysis. The second step you want to do is really create a roadmap of your years. Once you figure out what your big goals are, it's very easy to become so overwhelmed. It's like, save $10,000, get into a PhD program. And these goals can become so overwhelming because they're so huge that you just you don't even bother with it. So that's why I like to roadmap my year. So what that looks like is breaking down these big goals that I have and understanding, okay, what are the little steps that I need to take to make that happen? So if my big goal is I want to save $10,000 a year, then let's track back to what does that monthly goal need to look like? Do I need to increase my income? Do I need to cut back on some spending? And figure out what are my day-to-day things that I need to do that will help me to reach that ultimate bigger goal that I have. And I also like to do quarterly goals. So you'll have to figure out the details of those goals, but just break them down from those huge goals to the smaller ones. Third point that I have on that is you do want to take your big goals that you have from goals to systems to habits. All of your habits are ultimately what dictate who you are and what you accomplish in life. Figure out, what are those 2 to 3, maybe even 5 goals if you're hyper ambitious and you have the time and you have the ability to do that. Break them down into what kind of systems do you need to support this goal. If you want to make sure that you're taking daily exercise, how are you incorporating that into your daily habits? Maybe it's instead of scrolling on my phone when I wake up, I have to get up and do stretches, or I have to get up and go for a 10-minute walk. I have to get up and do whatever before I get to, start my day or go scroll, whatever. So create those systems and habits that will ultimately help you ladder back into those bigger goals. Have weekly check-ins, monthly check-ins, quarterly check-ins. That's more helpful for you to see on a smaller scale how well you're working towards your goals than getting to the end of the year and realize you did not accomplish anything. So you need to break down these bigger goals into smaller ones so you can keep yourself on track, and so that you're also aware of what you're doing and what you're not doing to accomplish these goals, And And that leads me into my last point, which is tracking and accountability. So for me, I have accountability partners for almost every aspect of my life, and they're not all the same people because, you know, we may not have all of the same goals as everybody around us. We're not gonna have identical goals. If you have somebody that works for you, perfect. But make sure you get your accountability partners. I like to track all of my progress in like an organization sheet or a digital planner, which I do have. And I recently did create a digital planner. It's available for print on Amazon, or you can also get the digital version on Etsy. I'll drop both of those links below in the description box so you can check it out. If you want to use my planner, it's great. Honestly, I love it. I know I created it, but I do love it. It has daily moments of gratitude. It has this life analysis built into it. It has monthly goals that includes like finance or different major goals that you have. It has journal prompts on a weekly basis, different intention settings. It's honestly a great planner. It's a soul planner that I created because it's for the soul. Because I'm a logical girl, but I also need something to touch my soul for me to get something done, you know? Like on those days where I'm like, I'm not feeling it, I need that pull back to my why and why I set these goals and why I'm working towards it, to help me to actually get through my to-do list and do the things that I know I need to do. Well, just to close this out, I know that making big changes are hard. And naturally, we are creatures of habit. We do what's comfortable. Our brains don't want us to step outside of the box because it's like, I don't know, like what happens if we make this major change in our life? Like, what's gonna change? We don't know. Like, the unknown is scary. So you are gonna find that resistance to make these changes that you want to change in your life. But it's honestly up to you, you know? Do you want to spend another year living a mediocre life or a watered down version of the life that you know you want to live? Or do you want to spend a year taking chances, doing different things, trying new experiences, and kind of open your worldview and get a new perspective? Even if you don't reach those goals that you have, at least you put yourself out there and you have more knowledge that will set you up to be successful in the future, because no failure is a failure. And for me, give me those failures, because the more failures I'm having, it means that I'm working towards something and I'm getting closer to my W. So go ahead, give me the L's. I'll take the L's. I'll eat all the L's because I know that W is coming, okay? So ultimately, it's up to you if you want to continue to sleep on your potential and see other people live the lives that you know that you deserve, or if you want to step up and just do what you got to do and get it done, period. Thank you for watching. I believe in you. I know that you can reach all the goals that you have for yourself. I know you're about to have an amazing year, regardless of if there are troubles or challenges ahead. I know that those challenges will make you better and you'll learn from them and you'll grow from them. So don't even be afraid of it. Just be prepared and know that with every low, there has to come a high, okay? That's why I love tomorrow. Sun don't shine today, it might shine tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. You want to see get ready with me, travel vlogs, all of that. I'm putting all of that on my channel because I'm pretty much just sharing my life. So subscribe, like the video if this was helpful. If you want to get the planner, it's in the description box below. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.